Guys, am I the only one who's honestly disappointed with how Yami Healer has ended? Like, am I the only one? It just seems incredibly underwhelming. Like, to know that this is the last episode. Now, don't get me wrong. This episode did fine, just for any other episode, but not the finale. It's just like with the Tibate anime. You know what I'm saying? It's just so underwhelming, so disappointing, and just such a nothing burger. There's no hype whatsoever. Nothing. Finito. Not one iota I can name that's got me hyped if there is a season two. This is why it's just disappointing that they really put no effort into spring animes. That's what it feels like to me. There are some really good animes out there like Rock Wala, the Rock Band Lady anime. That has just been a joy every single episode. I mean, my happy meter is like up here. While for this Yami Healer, it was like right here. While down here is just me being bored. So it's not like I'm down here about it. I'm not bored with this anime. But I'm also not, super enjoying it. Like I'm enjoying the Rock is the Lady's Modesty anime. With Lisa and Otoko and all these characters. And so for this anime, I've just been enjoying it. Like it's like a pretty average anime. There's not much for me to complain about. I just think it's just been really such a joyride in terms of, it's relaxing. I love the characters. I love, how there's little jokes here and there. But overall, it's just this finale has just ruined it for me for the entire season. It really has. This ending is just so uninspiring, and for us to be left with a limp dick is just sad yet again. Like, bro, it's not hard to at least give us something more to bite on. Like, towards the ending, like, we see, like, the ears of the, original girl that he healed when he first got out of his shitty party. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, okay, she's returning. Who cares? It's just sad to see such a great anime. It's not like I'm trying to shit on this anime. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on this anime, guys. I just had this expectation that this wasn't the last episode because it did not feel like a last episode of a 12 anime season. 12 episode anime season. So my disappointment comes from the fact that I did enjoy this anime, and I honestly do recommend this anime for anyone who wants to just, see this guy just succeed after being kicked out of his party, being treated unfairly, being treated like he wasn't worth much of anything. But then now he's proving to be more than, anyone could ever expect from him. So it's like a fun underdog story, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like this guy actually wants to go out there and make a name for himself. He just wants to chill back in his hood, back in his broken down mansion with all his waifus. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the waifus, episode 1 was kind of like a what the fuck kind of episode. But then after we got to episode 2, 3, 4, 5, it was just so much fun seeing his harem grow. Like, meanwhile, he's just trying to chill, trying to have a relaxed life, just get paid for what he's worth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily dogging on this anime because I think it's trash. I'm dogging on this anime because it had so much going for it. But now it's like, bruh, if they're gonna treat us like this, why even bother with season 2? Like, there's just so much of a nothing burger here on episode 12. So, long story short, I'm going to give it a good 7 out of 10. A good 7 out of 10. I was honestly really so close to just giving it a 6 out of 10. It was just like a 50-50 chance that I was going to give it a 6. But I gave Tibate a 6. So I was thinking, can't give this anime the same of Tibate, because at least the animations was pretty decent. But that's the other thing. It's not like much happened here. It's not like they had these epic battles or nothing like that. It was all just like brain games. It's just him being OP as fuck. Pretty much. At the end of the day, his overwhelming OPness of his healing powers. That's about it, guys. Bro, that's all I got out of this. And, of course, the waifus. That's all I enjoyed. Oh, my God, bro. Why are they doing this to me? Why is this happening right now? This is like... Bro, spring animes is just so far the finales. Like, I'm talking about finales only. I'm not talking about the whole anime in general. I'm not talking about all the episodes. I'm just talking about the finale. They're really just flopping the finales. Excuse me. They're really just flopping the final episodes with no hype, zero inspiration. It's just like they're just slouching on the storyline at the end there and just saying, yep, all ends that ends well. Hey, look, here, I'll throw you a bone with no meat on it. Like, they're like, here, take this, and I'll sleep on it. No hype, no nothing, uninspiring, goys, like, just slop. Just pure slop. And, damn, bro, like I said, I enjoyed this anime. And I enjoyed this episode in general. If it was just a normal episode... But no, this is the final episode, guys. But anyways, I think yeah. I don't want to be no negative Nancy, like I said, bro. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. But because you hold so much esteem for an anime, you got to be hard on it sometimes. You just got to be hard on it. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm just rambling. I think my venting is over here. Like, honestly, guys, do I recommend this anime? Of course I do. But don't have any explanations to how it ends. And you're one of the lucky ones if you don't watch this anime. But when you do watch it, season 2 is already out, and you don't have to deal with this slop of the ending. Just a huge slop of the ending. Uninspiring, just bland. You know, anticlimactic. Just, bro, nah, I'm just done with this, guys. I'm done.